What will happen if you sleep only 5 hours per night? The shocking truth revealed. You may be convinced that your body has adapted and that 5 hours of sleep per night is more than enough to keep you functioning optimally. After all, time is money. Wake up and smell the shocking truth. In today's video, we will enlighten you on what will happen to your body in the long run if you neglect your sleep. How much sleep is enough, you may ask? A simple test is to record the time you fall asleep and then wait until you wake without making use of an alarm. Do this for a few days and calculate the average time that's good for your individual body. On average, an adult needs at least 7 hours of good quality sleep per night. A small percentage of the world population can be classified as short sleepers. These people sleep less and still wake up refreshed and rested. An occasional 5 hours once in a while will not kill you, but if you habitually sleep too little, soon you will become sleep deprived. Let's unpack the concept of sleep deprivation. Some people go to bed but struggle to actually fall asleep. If it takes you more than 20 minutes to be in dreamland, you may suffer from what is called sleep latency. And let's be honest, counting sheep just sends your mind into calculation mode. To have efficient sleep, it's important to calculate the time you spend actually sleeping after you've gone to bed. A healthy sleeper has at least an 85% sleep rate. In simple terms, if you sleep for 7 hours per night, at least 6 of those should be sleeping, while the remaining hour is the part where you fall asleep or wake up to go to the bathroom or the fridge and you fall asleep again. You may be sleeping for 7 hours, but the number of times you wake up at night plays a significant role in your quality of sleep. Some people wake from nightmares, while others have to frequently go to the bathroom. Fragmented sleep can constitute poor quality of rest, and in the end, your supposed 7 hours may in fact be much closer to the 5 hour mark. Everyone can describe that feeling of waking up from a deep sleep and feeling completely rested. It's crucial to spend enough time in the deep sleep stages. Otherwise, the 7 hours will in actual fact feel like 5 hours or even less. Less hours constitutes less deep sleep. Although the body does have a natural tendency to feel a little sleepy in the mid-afternoon, you should consider your sleep patterns if you have a constant daily need to go to sleep during the day. This is a clear sign of sleep deprivation unless you have an underlying health condition that causes you to need more sleep. When a person becomes sleep deprived or falls into the habit of only sleeping 5 hours per night, the impact will be on a cognitive and mental as well as a physical level. A person deprived of sleep has a much more difficult time learning and recording things to memory. When a person sleeps, the new information is integrated into the memory banks of the individual. Those who stay up late to prepare for a test or to fine-tune a presentation may in actual fact be shooting themselves in the foot. It's no secret that a person deprived of sleep is usually more irritable and they struggle to manage their emotions or deal with the stresses of normal life. They may be much more anxious and prone to depression. Long-term sleep loss is closely linked to mental health problems in the category of depression and anxiety disorders. A sleep-deprived person has a diminished level of mental functioning. Many tasks require concentration and effective reaction time. A person deprived of sleep may make mistakes and expose themselves and others to a higher risk of accidents. Depending on the field of responsibility, your errors may be benign or it may cost another person dearly. Driving a vehicle or performing a delicate medical procedure should never be done when a person has been deprived of sleep. Reasoning abilities are also severely affected, and it's hard to complete complex tasks. One should understand that sleep is one of the basic ways to keep yourself physically healthy. Long-term sleep deprivation can cause cardiovascular health issues like high blood pressure, heart disease, or even strokes. Even type 2 diabetes and kidney disease have been linked to bad sleeping habits. Our immune system is recharged when we sleep, giving us a fighting chance in a world filled with pollutants, stress, viruses, and germs. Simply put, quality of life is often determined by quality of sleep. Feeling energized and recharged gives us the opportunity to tackle life by the horns. It allows us to get through the daily routine while still leaving space for activities that we enjoy, making life worthwhile. What can be done to kick this habit of sleeping too little? It may be simply a bad habit that you've developed to cut your sleep down to 5 hours. If you're prone to procrastination and simply don't have the discipline to determine a cutoff time for yourself, This is something that you may have to make a conscious decision about. Set a time to go to bed by a certain time and stick to it. Life and work responsibilities may be so demanding that there are simply not enough hours in a day to do all the things that are expected of you. It may seem like there's no way around this problem, but you might have to stand up for yourself and protect your personal boundaries and your health status if you constantly bring work home and burn that midnight oil to finish deadlines. Shift workers may be much more prone to sleep deprivation, as some people just don't find it natural to sleep during the day. Try to recreate conditions as close as possible to nighttime conditions to fool the body into thinking that the sun has gone down. A person who gets too little quality and quantity of sleep may try to remedy the feeling of depravity by taking medication or even substances like alcohol, nicotine, and very often caffeine. This may be the start of a very unhealthy cycle developing, as these substances may further aid in keeping sleep deprivation in place. It may take a concise effort to not fall into this trap. If you're already suffering from diseases of the heart or lungs, or have high blood pressure, diabetes, and mood disorders like anxiety or depression, sleep deprivation will simply worsen these conditions and further disturb your sleep patterns. Eventually, you may officially become an insomniac or develop sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or whatever other interesting sleep problems your body can come up with. Make rectifying your sleep problem a priority. Finally, did you know that there's something known as sleep debt? Studies have shown that it takes 4 days on average to recover from 1 hour of missed sleep. Scary stuff. If you're a habitual 5 hours per night sleeper, the effect on your body and your psyche will become cumulative as time passes by. Surely, after being confronted with this information, you're convinced that you should start taking care of your sleep routine. After all, you owe it to yourself to recharge the one body that you have to live in. If you learned some interesting and new facts today, we would love to hear your comments. Share the average number of hours per night that you recharge in the comments down below. Also, please share the link to the video with friends who may also like to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.